Fishy friends, welcome! Holiday season is almost here, it's almost Christmas. And we're going to make a really festive dish. Bouillabaisse, the classic French soup out of the south of France, Marseille. They serve this dish for the very first time in the restaurant Miramar. We're going to make the one you can find in my new book. I'm really proud, Bart's Fish Tales. Here it is, the Bouillabaisse. And we're going to make it my way. Easy, but delicious. Okay, Bouillabaisse. Actually, we serve it as a main course, and there are a few things essential to a Bouillabaisse. And number one is saffron. And to have the best flavor out of the saffron, I'm already going to mix it with a bit of white wine. I'm going to soak it in a bit of white wine. We leave the saffron for a while in the white wine, maybe 10-15 minutes, so the white wine will absorb the flavor of the saffron, the unique flavor of the saffron, but also the color. It becomes a bit yellow. Good. So I leave it here aside. Then, step number one, we're going to add like celery, fennel, and a bit of onion. I cut the celery stalk lengthwise. Okay, so cut one onion very fine. Celery, onion, next one. Fennel. Fennel goes really well in the bouillabaisse. Thin slices. I'm using half a fennel. The recipe is based on a recipe for 4 persons. Got a big pan right here. Have it on medium to high heat. Add some olive oil. I add this into the pan. Now I'm using 2 cloves of garlic. Cut it really fine. Hoplakee. So this is the stage of white veggies. Now we're going to make it a bit red. It's tomato time. So we have tomato concentrate, 1, and we have 2 tomatoes. There we go. So I roughly cut the tomato. You make sure you simmer the veggies. You don't want to have them caramelized. It gives a bitter taste to the soup. So 1 tablespoon tomato concentrate and the tomatoes. Now it's time to add more flavor with the bouquet garni, which is like a bunch, literally a bunch, because we're going to have this rope around them. Actually, this bunch will give the flavor, but as soon as it has done its work, we take it out. Won't stay in the soup. So we have some parsley, we have a few thyme leaves, and I take a bay leaf, fold the rope around. Here we go. Alors, 2 cuillères, 2 tablespoons of Pernod, pastis, for the aniseed taste. So we have already the fennel, but now we add more aniseed taste on top. Goes really well. So this is Pernod, you have Ricard, pastis, 2 tablespoons. Hopla. Now we add the citrus taste of orange. I peel the zest of half an orange, and I add it into the soup. We will take it out as soon as it has done its work. Okay, now we add the white wine, and look at this. Became a bit yellow. Saffron. So we add the wine and the saffron. So we've added this part of the wine, but I want to add like in total 25-30 ml. So therefore I add a bit more wine. I love this wine. This is one of my very good friends, Mr. Derek, and he is from Neleman, and he has an organic winery near Valencia. Beautiful. We have served this during the launch of Bart's Fish Tales. Back to the recipe. Add a bit extra of white wine. There we are. Okay, we give it 2-3 minutes. Give it a hustle, and then it's time for a fish stock. But not just fish stock. If you want to make a true bouillabaisse, make sure you have good fish stock. You could buy the instant ones, but I tell you, it's not difficult at all to make your own fish stock, especially if it's Christmas. Not too much work. Just click here on this button, and you will see how quick, how easy you can make a real fish stock. There we are, fish stock, homemade, 1 liter. Okay, so now I add the potatoes, 400 gram. I've cut them, I've peeled them, I've cut them in halves. I add 400 gram of potato in this simmering soup. So now boil them for around 7 till 10 minutes. And that's the time we add the next ingredient, the hero of today, the fish. What I do right now is take off the bouquet garni. So it's time for the hero, the fish. I have red mullet right here. You could use so many fish, but make sure it's non-oily fish. So no mackerel, no salmon, no sardines, but fish like red mullet or plaice or soles, or as they do in France, there it all started, rascasse, which is the rockfish. I'm using red mullet. I slice it in bigger pieces. I'm just not using the head of the mullet, that's all. But all these I add into my soup. So that was the whole fish. I also have a beautiful piece of hake right here. So I cut these in big chunks too. So now we go to the last 2-3 minutes to finish off the dish, and that's gonna be with mussels. So we have cleaned the mussels, we have taken out the broken ones, and we just add it to the soup right now. Okay, some pepper, bit of salt. Give it a taste. Sublime. Okay, so we serve it. Look at this beautiful potato soup. I garnish it with some flat parsley. Beautiful. Wow, this is a feast. This is Christmas, guys. Imagine on the middle of the table with your loved ones, with your family, your friends, and this amazing soup. You serve a bit of rouille with it, which is a garlic. It's like aioli, but with saffron, a bit of cayenne. If you want to know the recipe, see the link below. Okay, so I have a bit of the rouille on top of my piece of bread. I have it in the soup. First I taste a bit of the fish together with the soup. If I close my eyes, I'm in the south of France. This is traditional cuisine française. I love it. Complex flavors. So you have a bit of the aniseed, you have a bit of the tomato, you have the saffron, and you have the flavor of the sea. Together with the garlicky sauce, it's really, really good. Guys, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. If you have any comments, any questions, leave them down in the box below. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you soon on another Fishy Friday.